Hey everyone, in today's video, I'm going to show you 8 different ways to style your white jeans. I am well aware that you know how to put on a pair of jeans and throw on a top with it, but I'm also well aware of my own personal habits, which means I always reach for the same pair of jeans, the same general style of top, the same shoes, the same handbag. I get myself in a fashion rut. And so if you're anything like me, I'm giving you just some more ideas. Why white denim? Well, first of all, there are no rules anymore. If you didn't know this already, there are no more rules about when you can and cannot wear white, but white just absolutely comes to life during warm weather. And we are officially in it. Spring and summer, it's time to pull out that white denim. It's versatile by its very nature. White goes with everything. There's something about white that elevates any outfit, as you're gonna see as we move through it. And there is a style of white jeans for everyone. Now, I personally have a handful that I think are key. You pick the one that works best for your body style. One more tip on what to avoid when wearing white denim is avoid jeans that are too tight or too baggy. One looks a little, I'm trying not to use pejorative words. It's just not flattering. I'm thinking sausage casing there, and too baggy just makes the outfit look sloppy. You want this to be an elevated style. So the perfect fit, I feel, for most body types, the perfect silhouette, I should say, is a flare style. Whether a full-length flare, it could be a little baby flare, but just more of an A-line shape, if you will, so it's not too tight in the thighs and then gently curves away from the body, or maybe a little bit of an ankle crop flare. Either one of those are the easiest to pull off in pretty much every body style. Few more tips before we get into the outfits. It doesn't have to be super optic white, although I do have a pair to show you that are. Slightly creamy, even into the ivory and ecru, is a perfectly acceptable option, especially when you're pairing them with warmer tones on top. And as you move into fall and winter, those are especially beautiful. Think winter white. And then as far as accessories go, sticking with the idea that these are all my personal opinions and there is no rule book, I think silver paired with white looks beautiful. Very classy. Like, just simple. Give it a shot. Think icy cool. And as far as handbags, belts, and shoes go, I like a lighter color shoe, belt, handbag. I'm not talking about white on white, although that is definitely an option, but I'm thinking more ivory, bone, beige, and moving into the browns, tans, and cognacs as well. I think especially when you move into the tans, then you start looking into the quiet luxury trend, which I think is absolutely exquisite. It's very classic. Now that I've gotten all the tips out of the way, I'm gonna take you through all of the outfits. Do please check the description box and also the very first comment. It's gonna have every single thing that I'm wearing over there listed for you in the order in which you see it, with all the links, the sizing, etc. I am gonna be sharing 3 different white jeans, and they're gonna cycle throughout. So if you wanna know which jeans you're seeing on the screen, make sure you look down in the description box or the comments, and it'll be with the number that I believe is going to be over there on the screen. All right, friends, let's take a look at some outfit ideas. So my first idea is white from head to toe. White top, white jeans, not quite toe. This is where I think throwing in some silver or tan would be a great idea. So first, white t-shirt, white jeans, but let's make it a little less basic. So I went with more of an elevated white tee, but you could certainly grab your favorite, just super soft V-neck, tuck it in, or crew neck if you prefer. But I love this new one. I just picked this one up. It's a ribbed tee. It's a Tencel blend, so it's really, really soft. It's a little bit of a crop style, so I would recommend pairing this particular white t-shirt with more of a higher waist jean or any other pant. But this white on white, I feel, looks very crisp. It looks very clean. It looks very cool. And in this case, I decided to go with more of the classic tan accessories. And if you're thinking this handbag looks familiar, it's because it is a not yet released edition of the Gigi New York Miss Gold Girl Riley handbag. This is a new color we're launching around the first week of May, so be on the lookout for those official links to go live soon. Outfit number 2 is also a white on white look. This is where I brought the silver accessories in. I actually copied this pretty much exact look from something I saw on the Quince website. I knew immediately I needed this look. I love that they're showing just a very casual, cool, effortless, untucked shirt. This one is Tencel. I love Tencel in the summer. I mean, is there a better fabric? I'm not sure. It's also super travel friendly. I do want you to note in this particular case, I did not make sure my whites match. So the top is a little bit cooler. The jeans are a little bit warmer. I know we've been brought up to think they have to be kind of like when you're wearing all black, your blacks have to match up. Not so with whites. I've been trying this the last few weeks and I actually like how it looks. Wear it with intention. If anyone questions you, that's their problem, not yours. Now in this case, I did bring in the silver accessories, silver mesh shoes, still kept it casual. They're flat. flats, and then this really fun little woven silver handbag that is a look-alike for a designer version, but I found mine on Amazon. And if you don't love the silver option, that bag comes in a million other colors. But my point is that this whole head to toe white thing, if you want to make it look a little more elevated, less casual, tuck in the shirt, add a belt, swap out the silver flats for silver heels, totally different look. You might want to load up on bigger statement silver earrings or some silver chains. I would say not both. Pick one or the other. Totally different outfit, and it's gonna work in both ways. Another way to wear white jeans is more of a quiet luxury look, and this is when we're gonna bring in the camels, the khakis, the beiges with white. That pairing looks really elegant, very preppy, very quiet luxury. Now I want you to see how this Varley-inspired sweater looks with regular blue denim. It's cute. I mean, I think it's cute. I left the house dressed like this to go get my hair done, so if you're asking for a hair tutorial on this, I'm gonna give you my stylist number because I have no flippin' idea. I cannot do this myself. But I love this sweater. It's very neutral, kind of khaki camel shade, paired with blue denim. Looks great. I decided to do a little matchy-matchy with the shoes. Not necessary there, but you know, pair of jeans, sweater. Now, because it's a little warmer out, I love that it's like a netting kind of sweater. Look at the difference when I swap out the blue jeans for white jeans. I decided to play with the tones in the sweater and match those to the tones in my shoe. That is absolutely not necessary. You could have gone with just a basic solid nude beige color or kept the original kind of blue denim shoes on as well. But I just love how much of a change you see with something just as simple as swapping out blue denim to white denim. Another variation on the beige, camel, khaki pairing with white. Make it more casual. Let's just go with a basic tee. This one is, I believe, you know, I was gonna say it's a linen blend, but whatever it is, it's super, super lightweight. It's fantastic for summer. The striping also is reminiscent of the coastal vibe that's going on now, so bringing in another trend. And that's what sort of inspired me to pick the accessories. If we're gonna think of this as like a coastal, what are they? Fisherman chic? I can't remember what they're calling it now, but it's coastal. So for that, I went with the woven shoes, the woven handbag, just to kind of tie that all in together. It's a fun everyday look, and the white jeans just take it up another level. Hey everyone, this portion of the video is sponsored by Jones Road Beauty, and I have got to just rave about this brand new product from them. This is their Just Enough Tinted Moisturizer, and it is fantastic. I have never had people compliment me on my skin when I'm wearing a tinted moisturizer, so this is a first for me. Right away, you can see the packaging is sleek, it's minimalist, and it's really good for summer travel. Now I'm wearing mine in the shade Alabaster. It's gonna even out your skin tone, help cover up the redness, but it's not like a full-on foundation product. I have had mine on for almost 8 hours, and yes, I've slapped on a ton of makeup over it, concealer and bronzer and blush, but as you can see, with no touching up other than my lipstick, it is held up incredibly well. You can apply it like a traditional tinted moisturizer with your fingers for lighter coverage. If you want a little more coverage, I would recommend what I do and use the brush to buff it in. You can even layer it a little bit more for a little more coverage in certain spots. And what I really love about this, other than the fact that it just evens out my skin tone, but still makes it look like my skin, is how long it wears. I cannot believe for a tinted moisturizer, the longevity I'm getting out of this one. The other product I just want to quickly mention because I've been using it and loving it and getting compliments on my eyelashes because of it, which is a little weird. Their mascara. I've raved about this one before. This is the Jones Road Beauty, the mascara, and if you want super long, super thick, voluminous black lashes, this is the one. My husband asked me if I was wearing false lashes the other day. I was like, nope, it's the Jones Road Beauty mascara. I do have a link in the description box with all the info and you can use that will get you a free mini size of this guy with your order. All the details specifically are on the screen. They're down in the description box below. I'm a huge fan of the tinted moisturizer. The release is just perfect as we're going into those hotter summer days. So give this a look and let me know if you're already a huge fan of Jones Road Beauty. What's your favorite product that you've used so far? Now the next idea, this one is absolutely not rocket science, but it brings back my teaching days when we were told when we were putting up bulletin boards that you wanted your background either all white or all black, and then whatever you put up on top of it would really jump out. So since we're talking about white denim, it's no surprise that we're talking about white jeans, and pair it with a color to make that color pop. Whether it's a bright color or a pastel color, it instantly changes the look of the outfit. I feel like I am saying that over and over again because it's true. So let's start with this eyelet puff sleeve blouse. This has been a favorite of mine for a while. It's a beautiful color. No matter what you wear on the bottom, this green is gorgeous. It pops out, and because this one is from Amazon, if you don't like green, I actually have it in blue as well. There's a million colors. And I think it looks adorable with blue jeans. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this outfit. I love this outfit. But let's look at this exact outfit, the same style of jeans from the same retailer, but in the white version, look how much better that green looks. Same shoes, same top. I mean, yes, obviously I changed my outfits, but look at the difference. I love how much fun this is. And as much as white makes a bright color pop, it actually works even better with pastels. Pastels can sometimes look a little too muted, a little bit toned down. Pairing them with white instead of blue jeans really makes the pastels pop. It makes them shine. Love it with this lavender top as well. Pale pinks, baby blues, all those colors. If you can wear pastels, definitely try wearing them with white jeans. Now, if you want something that's business casual, but you don't want to wear blue jeans to work, try this idea. Swap out the blue jeans for white jeans. So we're talking about modern and polished business casual ideas. There's something very classic about a nice structured blazer, a basic white tank or cami underneath, and a pair of blue jeans. But in the spring and summer on casual Fridays, swap out the blue jeans for white jeans. You still are doing business casual. You're still doing your jeans on Fridays, but they're white, so it's a little more seasonally appropriate. If you want it to look a little less structured, don't go with the structured blazer. Get something that's a little more oversized. It doesn't have to be navy. You get the general idea. I love this for a summer look. I especially love this if you're going out afterwards. You can take off the jacket and now you've got the white on white look for a totally different outfit. Another way to wear your white jeans is to pair it with another classic neutral. So what else goes with everything aside from white jeans? Blue jeans. So I'm not suggesting you wear two pairs of jeans at the same time, but put the blue denim on the top. In this case, make it a chambray shirt. If I had to pick a favorite outfit from this entire video, it's this one. You have heard me go on and on for years how everyone needs to have a chambray shirt or 2 or 5 in their closet. I'm not talking about myself. I am talking about myself. This one is a favorite year over year. Nordstrom releases this one. It's a Tencel blend, so it's really lightweight. Comes in this light wash and medium wash, but there's something about a chambray shirt, white jeans paired with a tan belt, tan shoes. It's just classic. To me, it is just the epitome of, I guess in a way, quiet luxury. I just absolutely love the look. I would also, if you want something a little more, not formal, but less casual, swap out the chambray for a nice Oxford cloth blue, pop that color. It's more of a preppy look, but again, it's another classic way to white jeans. My next idea for how to wear white denim is this is where your graphic tees get a little glow up. So graphic tees can be sometimes a little sloppy. You grabbed them while you were on vacation. They're maybe too oversized. They don't really go with anything, but you have them sitting in your closet. One way to dress them up a little bit, especially for the weekend, guess what I'm gonna say? White jeans, tuck it in, blouse it out, throw on the sneakers, throw on a baseball cap if you want. I did not because I just got my hair done a few hours ago. So I want this to stay as long as we can. But it's a fun weekend casual look that doesn't look quite as, let's be real, sloppy as when you pair it with blue denim. The next idea, it's another classic. You cannot go wrong with pairing black and white. A black blouse, the white jeans, black shoes, add a black handbag, which I did not in this video, but you get the idea. I think it looks so modern, so chic, so polished. In this case, I would definitely recommend, as I am wearing them here, the full length, more flare jeans for an evening look. I think the cropped flares, honestly, are probably my more go-to because I'm a more casual dresser, but those are better for daytime. If you want to make it a little dressier, go for the longer length, and the bigger the flare, the better. And then for my last idea, I kind of touched on this already, but I wanted to specifically call out the coastal trend. White jeans are a key component of that, and also navy and white stripe. Anything, but in this case, just a basic tee. This is another one of my go-to tees for summer. It's from Caslon, comes in a lot of solids as well. I love the white. It's a dark blue stripe. If you want to play on that, grab your lightweight sweater. I actually got that sweater during the anniversary sale. It's still online in a few colors. Drape that over your shoulders. Keep the coastal vibe going with the brown leather slides, the tote bag, the leather trim tote bag to tie that all together. Very coastal, very on trend, but also very clean, very modern, very updated, and timeless. Any age group can wear that look. So if you have been in a fashion rut, you want to pull out your white jeans and you just want to try something new, hopefully I kind of jogged your memory a little bit and gave you some ideas to mix things up. I would love to hear from you. How do you like to wear white denim? Do you wear white denim? And how many of you still abide by that no white before Memorial Day and after Labor Day rule? I'm curious how my audience stands on that very polarizing issue. So let me know in the comments. I hope that you had fun. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.